Well, with us in studio is Mark Young from the Shankill, works for North Belfast Alternatives. Also here is Blair Anderson from Ballymena, and Blair works for the Northern Ireland Youth Forum. It's so good to have you both with us. Mark, we'll start with you. Yep. Let's just say in a few weeks we are in a world where North Belfast Alternatives has a major funding problem. Paint a picture of what that could mean for vulnerable young people that you work with.
For me, working with the vulnerable young people, and if this funding gets cut, it's going to be completely devastating. Not only for my area, but for a lot of areas within like Belfast and in Northern Ireland, and it's going to be so devastating because a lot of young people are going to be at a disadvantage before they even start their journeys.
You work with restorative processes. Just give us a sense of what that involves. What does your day look like?
So for me, I work within the school community and also in the North Belfast community. We work with young people who are 14 to 24-year-olds who have personal development issues. We need to work on citizenship issues with them and good relations issues with them as well. So we work in 4 schools within the North Belfast area, and we're finding that there's a lot of young people who aren't suitable for school. It's just not suiting them in any sort of way possible. So,
and that could be for 100 reasons.
Yeah. It could be poor mental health, poor family life. There could be other sort of elements in their life that is stopping them from actually progressing. So myself and another work colleague, we actually work really closely with the young people to actually give them a second chance. We do qualifications with them, we do the Healthy Bodies, Healthy Minds programme with them and stuff like that there. So it's about trying to empower them young people to progress on and become a better version of themselves.
Don't mention any names, but just tell me about one individual who springs to mind if I say, point to a success story that has gone through this system and has come out the other side and benefited from it.
There's a couple at the minute who actually come to mind, and to be fair, I've worked with this young person for 3 or 4 years. This young female, she had low confidence issues, a lot of family issues going on in the home, and she was involved in our programmes, and by providing her with the support around her mental health and giving her support around like relationship issues, her confidence, even giving her support around like that, around her education, we actually were able to go into the school and actually provide one-to-one support for her. And she's actually currently doing her GCSEs. Now, she was on the verge of getting removed from the school system altogether, and it was in front of the Board of Governors. And then obviously she's sort of getting assessed now for ADHD and stuff like that there. But it just shows you that this young person has been tarnished with a brush, and you know, not every young person is like that. So she is, to me, compared to what she was 3 or 4 years ago, she's a success story.
You've a different story that actually you were at university and it just wasn't working for you. So university isn't necessarily the goal for everyone. Just tell us a little bit about your story.
So my story was that I'd done great in school and had a real loving, caring family. Finished A-levels thinking to myself, right, hey, this is me, kickstart my life, I'm ready to go.
What did you want to do?
I actually applied to do leisure and events management.
Okay.
I got up to Coleraine, and I was like, no, this just isn't for me. There's just too much. I sort of put too much pressure on myself, and also there was a lot of pressure from other outside sort of people as well. Came home, sat on the brew for 6 months to a year, and my mental health suffered big time because I wasn't leaving the house. A lot of my friends and my family noticed changes in me that weren't good. I sort of isolated myself away from my friends and family, even football too. Wasn't doing anything like that. So what happened there was I got a phone call from one of the workers who works for Alternatives, and he was like, yeah, there's a ESF funded programme and it's called the START programme and it's funded by Include Youth. And I was like, okay, what's that? And he says it's a 12-week employability qualification programme where you'll get your essential skills, English and Maths, first aid, World Host. You'll get a couple of sports qualifications, but we will work with you on like your personal development and your confidence and your mental health. But for me, I done that for 12 weeks, volunteered, got my qualifications, which I'm really thankful for and glad for. And after that, I sort of applied for the job within Alternatives, and I've been working there ever since, which is 7 years ago.
You both have extraordinary stories, and if the role that European social funding has been playing isn't illustrated through both your stories at this point, I don't know what will.